So what do we do about this white settler colonialist legacy? Because as crazy as it sounds, like I really didn't know growing up. This wasn't part of the family stories. This wasn't part of my education. Like I was ensconced in a very propaganda-based model that supported the white colonialist narrative that I was just like living there because the land was like, I don't know, mostly empty or like uninhabited or not claimed, or like that I was the rightful heir to that land because I was one of God's chosen people as a Mormon, or all kinds of just really messed up narratives that don't match history at all. And as I'm trying to figure out, as I personally am trying to figure out what do I do with this legacy, because I can tell that the white settler guilt is a powerful force and it can motivate some level of reparative justice, but I don't feel like that's going to be a long-term solution. It's such a high intensity, high activation feeling that in order to create a sustainable pattern of restitution towards indigenous groups and indigenous peoples, I can feel that I'm going to need to tap into a deeper, a deeper sense of power, a deeper power in order to keep that going. And what is that? What is that power? My working theory right now actually comes from what I learned while healing my husband's gut dysbiosis, that he had leaky gut, and so we had to kind of rebuild his gut from the inside out, which necessitated a lot of dietary changes. And during those changes, we kept encountering these deep psychological and emotional imprints from the foods that we were eating. And whenever we tried to give up a certain food, like sugar would be a good example, there were like these deep psychological resistances that went totally beyond the taste of the food, into like our feeling of belonging or integration with community and family through that food. And more effective for us than forcing ourselves to change our diets, or like scaring ourselves into changing them by thinking of all the horrible, nasty things that could happen to us if we didn't change our diets. I learned that we had to tap into this deep taproot of love for our bodies in order to create meaningful dietary change. Which meant that instead of saying like, you'd better eat this or else you're gonna get sicker, we would say, you want to stop eating this. We want to stop eating this because we so treasure having a healthy body. So if we were to apply that same logic here, it would mean like allowing settler guilt to happen, but choosing actions based on our love for our worldwide community, including indigenous folks.